Hello guys, yeah, just starting this recording again, yeah, just making sure everything was okay technical wise. So just to introduce Evans, I've picked him up before. This is a pre-recorded rather than me just picking up a customer, but I wanted to start doing more of these taxi podcasts with people who've got great ideas, great visions in their particular entrepreneurial endeavors. So yeah, go on Evans.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, once again. I'm Evans. I'm currently the creative director of Imagino AI. What we do, we help premium brands scale smarter and better. Instead of using the whole traditional method now, we're going into the age of artificial intelligence. So, if companies, brands, luxury brands leave AI, it's going to be an issue. So, it's something we are here to make sure we embrace AI, and we as a company, as Imagino AI, we make sure we use strategies and very good storytelling to create this multiple AI videos, AI ads. We do a lot. We do ads for luxury brands. We do AI music videos. We just featured an artist yesterday in one of his first AI music video, which is going extremely viral. We're doing a lot now, and it's a wake up call for people to embrace AI and don't be scared. It's best to just embrace it, use it for your business, and it's gonna scale extremely high as well. So, in a nutshell, that's what we do. We help premium brands scale smarter, so you don't need to spend like a lot of money for your traditional production, like Oscar movies. You don't need to spend a lot of 100,000 or 500,000 pounds to do these movies. We can do it for you for half the price and even way better at some point. So yeah, that's all about Imagino AI.
Okay.
You can look us up on Imagino AI, our website, and you get more details on how we function.
Okay, no, I love the idea. I love the concept. I remember when you mentioned it to me
Yeah,
also a while back. And one
yeah,
key thing you said is about, for example, instead of a new business, if they want to save on costs in the sense of hiring actors or
yeah,
traveling to certain places, that you can reduce that expense by utilizing the
yeah.
benefits of AI.
Exactly.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
So instead of using like different models, actors, maybe even going to different locations, we can create that environment with AI and make it the same. So you don't need to pay your flight money to go to Dubai just because you want to go to like the desert. We can create that environment and put it there. You don't need models too much because we can create our own models, or we can train the model with his approval and have his consistent face all around the ads, all around the movies, all around the music videos. So I know it's a scary time for people, but it's something that it's already here, so it cannot go away. You understand? So it saves a lot of cost, transportation cost, flight cost, a lot. So you can imagine saving that kind of money and concentrating on other things in production. So yeah,
Totally, and I think that's amazing, and that's a great benefit for startups who want to save on money and save on costs. Um, like for example, for me, my website and my business is about like get out the rat race,
yeah,
and a lot of people need to save on
nice.
costs. So utilizing the benefits of AI, I think, is powerful. That all being said, I think equally down the line, it's good to, because of the ethics involved with AI and the job losses regards people in the industry and things like that, it's good to have a balance, like a balance of everything. In
Yeah,
in the sense, it's not good if the whole world uses AI and cuts out all the jobs for, let's say, actors and things like that. So it's good to have a balance, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Balance is key.
yeah, for sure. Balance is key, and is what we are all talking about in our AI meetings and all. Balance is key. AI is not gonna take all the jobs. You
Yeah,
understand? We do hybrid
it's
hybrid
hybrid.
production as
Exactly.
well.
Yeah.
just to have that authenticity at some point. So it's
Definitely.
still very key. And for me, I think why people are scared is they feel AI will take the AI cannot take everything. You understand? So it's best for you to upskill in your area with AI to make it better. But because at some point you need a human touch wherever thing you're doing. You understand? So there's gonna be a balance. There is a balance actually. So yeah.
Okay. No, I love it. I love it. Like some of your videos, what I've seen, the first one you sent me, the Puma one, I actually thought that was, and it was so good. I mean, a lot of people loved it. And the other recent ones you've sent recently in the, I think like the Amazon jungle, I just think it's amazing for every business. I think every business, because that's what business is about. You're selling a product, you're selling a service, and you want to promote it. So incorporating it with what you're doing, I think, is powerful for any business, especially new businesses.
Yeah, it's something very unique because at Imagine what we do, we have a strategic manager. So what we do is we create a bunch of packages for brands.
Okay.
Where we can have like on a retainer basis for 12 months. And what we do is, if you're a luxury brand, if you're a fragrance brand, if you're a music artist, maybe you can't keep uploading every day. We come with this package where we run 2 reels for you per week. We run still images for fragrances, for luxuries, and it matches everything, and you continue scaling up, and a lot of profits going up and up. Exactly. So for me, it's a win-win situation whereby if I am running like a fragrance company and I can't always go to traditional production, I can always use AI to replace that gap while I'm still maybe having my creative direction before it gets done. So yeah.
Okay, no, I love the sound of the packages. We'll have to speak more as well. And I think if you got that information on the website, or if someone reaches out, you can touch base with them and then go through, which depends on their business.
Yeah, so
It's so relative.
Yeah, we have a strategic manager. She handles that, so she's gonna put them through on a Zoom call. Yeah, and make the brands know better and what they can achieve and how it goes. So,
Okay, I like the sound of that. I was recently in Egypt, yeah, and I was speaking to there was a girl I met who's involved in the tourist industry, yeah, and she, you know what I'm like, I promote people to have their own websites. I think it's so powerful, especially to collect emails and have value in that, and more importantly, it's unique to you because it's a .com, and even though social media is great, simultaneously it's important to use it, but ultimately try and build up your presence with your website.
sure.
So when I was speaking to this girl, because she worked for a hotel and she arranged tourist trips, etc., but she wants to start her own business, and we got into conversation about her websites, and then she asked me this question I'm going to ask you: how do you make something go viral? And I said, well, it's one of them things, it's not that easy. If everyone could, that's why you have so many videos, people doing all types of different things to just try and get them eyeballs and make something just skyrocket. And sometimes people do it by being coordinated, using like publicity stunts, and then you can end up on the global news. Can you add to what you think? Because I should imagine a lot of AI videos can go so viral if you get it right.
Definitely. So I think one major way of going viral, number one, for me, in my own opinion, is just being consistent in your craft. Eventually, the algorithm is going to answer to you, and your first 0 to 5 seconds has to be very key. It has to be very catchy. It has to have a proper retention rate and bring a lot of engagement. So you have to be very creative about that, because it's like probably the most important piece of your content. Whatever content you do, So I would say consistency, 0 to 5 seconds key. Your intro very key. Putting more work in your intro, and I think a very good production, like you just done intentional production. That's still very key, and you can literally go viral. It's not rocket science. It's there are strategies people use as well. You can see like Simon Squid, he has his own strategy where he goes on the road to interview people, because it's gonna create a lot of engagement for his fans. They'll be like, oh, I can relate to that. He's talking about something, and they're giving him their ideas on the road. So a lot of people can relate to it. So that's why it goes viral. So
Okay.
he's using that strategy. That's why he can't go off that strategy on the roadside. So that's the strategy. There are other strategies too on going viral too.
Yeah.
So there's a science in going viral as well,
Okay.
as well as being consistent. So that's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah. No. Great answer. Great answer. And a lot of it is trial and error.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can try and error. Once you get something that works for you, you just have to double down on that over and over again, rinse and repeat as much as possible.
Okay. So going back to your AI stuff. So you do the packages. Is there anything else under the umbrella of Imagino that you do and you offer for businesses to help them grow?
To help them grow, you can do optimization, but I think basically that information to best understand is to reach out to us, so our strategy manager can put them through
Yeah.
on how to best grow their business. But we have other packages, and she's the specialist on that. I'm
Okay.
the creative director, so
Okay.
she's gonna put them through on a Zoom call, and best and treat the business very well. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss on Imagino, on AI, new businesses, entrepreneurship
Okay.
that I might have not covered?
Oh, okay. I have we have a show in London on the 10th, an AI artist show. So it's gonna be covered. So you guys can watch it on that one, and you can still follow me on my Instagram to check that out. It's gonna be out. So we do a lot of things. We do a lot of still images for all the cinematic images as well, and we are currently about to release an AI first AI so real cinematic horror movie.
Okay. And how long's that?
It's just a short movie, just 2 minutes 30 seconds. We're testing out different possibilities with AI, and seeing how we could get like an Oscar style of shooting this movie. So yeah, so I think that's like our latest production.
Okay. That sounds really interesting, and a lot of this information and updates, like the event you've got in London. Whereabouts in London is the event?
The event in London, I think close to Houston.
Okay.
Yeah,
Central.
yeah, Central.
What type of event is it? Are you renting out? Is it just going to be a display of all your works, what
Yeah,
you're doing?
Yeah, it's a company, like a cluster photography. So
Okay.
they just added us as part of their AI artist. So they're gonna put a lot of images around, and show the world what we can do. Show our short movie. We have a short movie for them on metamorphosis. We did a short movie for them, so that's gonna be displayed on the screen for them as well. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds amazing exposure. Somewhere like that, Central London, Euston, it sounds like people are seeing how great the work is and the potential in it.
Yeah,
So
that's the whole point.
yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
See, for example, if somebody's got like a book or a concept or a certain type of website based off images they provide, can you turn that into the bespoke AI video?
Yeah, that's my
So,
job.
so is that's a separate package?
Yeah,
If rather than you put it individually yourself, they can do it if they say, look, is my website, is my information, can you package it and turn it into the short clip?
yeah, we can do that. So the best is we have to analyze the company, the brand values, the culture of the company. There's a process towards doing that. So we're going to align and still have a conversation. It's part of the package.
Okay.
It's a long package where we go step by step with you, so we don't go off your brand values, your culture, your aesthetics as well, which is very key. So there are a lot of different ways we can make your company pop.
Okay.
Through your website, we can do CGI videos. If you have a book, we can do a CGI video, like a video where like a 3D but realistic, holding the book and moving on the road. Something that can grab attention. You understand, and people will be like, "Oh, that's fantastic! I need to see that book." So it's just it's
So much potential.
endless opportunities. I wouldn't lie.
Okay. And what's the pricing like? I know this is relative to the business, but I'm assuming you've got different packages for different budgets.
Yeah. So for now, our prices are $5,000 for the retainer.
Okay.
And we have a price of $3,500 as well.
Okay.
So, as you said, this still depends on the company. So we go for premium brands.
That's your target.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
our target. I think so way back we were into luxury, but depending on the brand, the prices doesn't go for all brands.
Okay.
This is a premium brand.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just fixed. Yeah.
And that's why it's important to at least get in touch, have the
Very
conversation,
important.
explain your situation,
Yeah, exactly.
your budget, your vision, your goals,
Exactly.
and then you can determine whether you can offer a package for that individual business.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you want a one-off, then we just do a one-off. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm assuming you probably offer some form of payment plans as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Are you, I'd assume your type of business, you've got global reach.
Yeah.
You can target not just the UK, you can target anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my work is in the US. Funny enough.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just did a music video, a music short clip for an artist in the UK. He's originally from Nigeria, though. But
Okay.
He stays in the UK, so yeah. People really liked it. I think it's something that we're just trying to make sure it's fun. You enjoy your own content. It gives that buzz. People on the comment section, they had no idea it was AI.
Okay.
No idea.
Like me, when I first seen the first one,
Yeah, so
I thought that was actually from Puma. So you just reminded me. Can you explain a little bit more about the copyright issues and how do people navigate that? Because I'm assuming that could be. It's like, for example, images that people use even on blogs, and I don't know, the popular ones are like Shutterstock. It's very, very tricky waters, the copyright. Does that affect the AI in what you do? What?
So for what I do, depending on what I want to create, copyright is a big thing. So
Yeah.
you don't want to. We are a company, so we don't want to use images that is going to cause an issue in the future. So we are very, very careful to pick images that have copyright situation. So the best thing we just do random. If we want to work with an artist, we have the NDA, we have a sign agreement that all this before we use the images from the artist. You understand? Even if we do for like testing and all, we always put a disclaimer underneath every single part of the video and on the text as well, because because we don't want any issue for now. I think in the AI industry they're still working on rules, how to navigate. So I think over as we go, we're going to get more structural way of navigating. Because I see a lot of people just using other people's pictures,
Yeah.
and they have no issue with that. Or yeah, it's a very
I
good
think
solution.
I think the downside with that is people will get away with it for so long, but if you become a big brand, people will come at you.
Exactly.
I know so many people who they've done similar things. They've gone on for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and then basically they've been taken to court. I'll explain like a recent problem. Like we've had, well, not me. Basically, someone wanted to go into business and use a trademark. Now they didn't go through a solicitor, so because they didn't go through a solicitor, they just assumed they could use the mark. But for the sake of £180, you can get a solicitor to do. You can do your own check online, but it's not as good as what a solicitor does, and it's a gamble. And what happened once the checks was done, they realised that someone else had the name. So the actual name of the business was called Nation Burger, but someone else had something called Burger Nation. So initially, they thought, well, it's different than Nation Burger. But then when the solicitor for £180 done the checks, they realised that someone else has got the trademark on the name, so they couldn't use it. But by this time, they'd invested like thousands into the domain name.
Wow.
So it's very, very important, trademarks, copyright, and just business law in general. It's good to try and seek professional advice when we can.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely need a lawyer to help out. We also have our own lawyer when we have issues. Make sure we reach out and just structure the whole company well, just to avoid any issue, because we're global, and people always reach out every day. So it's very, very, very important and lovely question.
Yeah.
It's something that has been on everyone's head as well. So,
Yeah, got to be very careful.
yeah, very careful, very, very careful.
See, before we go on to your holy scribe, do you mind discussing that also?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a boss channel. Clearly, you're Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do a lot of videos. I think they're like, once again, that's AI. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
was,
the graphics are phenomenal. Can you talk a little bit more about the reasoning to do the channel? How's it going? Where do you want to see that? And more importantly, what is it? Why you love to talk so much about like Jesus?
okay, that's lovely. I always love talking about Jesus. Personally, I'm a Christian, and it's my faith. So about Holy Tribe, I think that was probably when I started storming into AI. Started using AI more. So we try to do like a Pixar Disney, because we want to make the religious industry more fun, more like a Disney way, because content now are just weird. Cartoons, they try to teach the kids different things outside the box, so we just try to bring them back, and just do a lot of Christian content for Christian people and people non-Christians that would want to learn about Jesus Christ. So that was what we did. We are kind of on a pause now, but production is still gonna start very soon, because we're learning more strategic ways to make it even better, and running a team that's gonna handle that consistently as well, because we have a lot to do. So, but it's very key for our kids to know the values of Jesus Christ, and how Jesus operates. Because for me, without Jesus, I don't operate alright. I feel like I'm empty, and it's when I am filled with the Holy Spirit. It's when I pray consistently. I have supernatural encounters. Even if I don't have supernatural, I feel way better. I feel more at peace. So he's everything to me. I wouldn't lie. So I just had to pay him back on creating content for kids and having my own quota of the body of Christ. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I love it. I think it's great. The more, whatever type of belief system people have, whatever they resonate with, whether it's Christian, whether it's all the other dozens, if not hundreds out there, I just think it's important for people to promote them and do good. I picked up another guy one time. His name was Ollie, and he was very similar to you. He was only 18, and his mum was sitting in the back. She was just so proud. He's just turned his life around, and for 18, he just had this vision of just spreading the word of Jesus. But his angle and his message was through gospel rap. Yeah? So we've done a lot of videos on gospel rap. But whether it's gospel rap or whether it's the animation, the AI, what you do, you connect with different audiences. And ultimately, collectively, it's positive, and it's making the world a better place and promoting values that ultimately just change people, motivate them, inspire them. So I love the Holy Tribe. I mean, because they are just cartoons. So to have that type of cartoon for people to watch instead of the traditional type of cartoons is a great niche and a great market. So yeah, I love it. Is there any, because I know most churches, they're all involved with a lot of charities. Is there any particular charities you're involved with?
Yeah, actually.
Because
I don't like mentioning that, but
okay.
Because it's just something between me and God.
Okay, personal thing.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. So I handle a lot of that, but it's just a personal thing. But I run a charity. I just speak out some people that I always help out every month. Make sure they scale their business and do something better just to help them. So, but I'm more focused on the widows. So
okay,
that's my own.
Yeah, it's just good to know. Just with doing the taxis for a long time, it's amazing to a lot of people would like to give a lot more and do a lot more if they were in a different situation financially. So I'm always inquisitive, because it's not everyone is at that stage in their life. Not everyone has found a passion. Everyone is in their own lanes, but it's powerful and it's kind of magical. Like it's a bit of a dime in a dozen. Some people who've got this innate energy to just do so much good in the world, and that's what they're aiming for. So when I ask that question, it's I just like the different answers what you get time to time, because so many people will resonate with different charities. I had someone in who was super passionate about the animal charity in the wars. She cared more about animals, and she was part and a head of this organisation. I've had someone part of the Marine Foundation. Wow. I have a lot of people, because he cares about what's going on in the sea. I have a lot of people involved or passionate about homeless charities, kids charities. The list just goes on. But the reason I asked that question, because it's always good to hear that, especially when you're getting into business, it's good to, if you're making that extra money, to give back, because collectively, if more people are doing it, there's too many, you can't give to every charity. All we can do is whatever ones you resonate with is just give when you can. It's the same when you go on holiday, same in Nigeria. It was the same in Egypt, same in a lot of countries, same in Liverpool. You can't give every single person you see.
You just have to, as you said, what you're passionate, as everyone has what they're passionate on. For me, it's giving to the widows. Other people might be different, so I just stick to that. So,
no.
And just be consistent.
No, I love it, Evans. Is there anything else you think I haven't touched on, or anything else you'd like to talk a little bit more about?
So there's like 1,000 of things. So it just depends.
The floor is yours. If you want to kind of focus on something else than what we've said about Imagino, about Holy Tribe, about charity, about belief systems, the church, if there's something else you'd like to talk, feel free.
me, I'll say you guys can check me out on my Instagram, and I'm trying to create like a mini cinematic channel on my page. You can watch movies there. It's just gonna be like a studio. You come, you watch movies on my page. You watch music videos. You watch ads, and if you want to reach out for your brand, depending on how your brand is, startup, premium, luxury, you reach out on our website, or you reach out via DM on my Instagram as well, and we're going to reach out to you ASAP. So for me, that's it.
What's the website? Sorry.
Imagino AI.
Okay, Imagino AI.
Imagino.ai.
Imagino.ai,
Yeah.
and then you've got your socials.
Socials, yeah.
Is there any particular social that you use the most? Is it YouTube? Is it Insta? Or can these all just be found on Imagino.ai?
Yeah, you can find them at imagino.ai. We also have an Instagram, Imagino AI. You can reach me, Mr. Evans Hugo, Mr. Hugo at Instagram as well. So yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, I'm loving it. I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna just finish off now. There was just one thing I just needed to double check, but Evans is gonna just say, yeah, catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take care. Nice speaking with you guys. Who knows? We might come back when we get way bigger as well.
No, Evans, thanks for that. That's it then for
Thank
now
you.
on this video. Definitely be doing more of these videos with other people, like on the entrepreneurial, journey, and it'll be good for other people to be inspired and just learn from lots more of these stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all for now then. Touched on a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Evans.
Thank you. Take care.